Low water levels at Lake Mead. The effects of decades-long drought can be seen clearly on the shores of Lake Mead. Sometime this week, we'll get to an elevation around 1,071 feet above mean sea level. That's the lowest the reservoir has been since it was filled in the late 1930s, warned Doug Hendricks, the Deputy Public Affairs Director for the Bureau of Reclamation. Overall, the Colorado River system is down below 50% capacity. The last time Lake Mead was essentially full was around 2000. At Hoover Dam and Lake Mead, we are down to about 36% capacity, Hendricks said. This is the effect of 21 consecutive years of drought. So what can be done? We're working with the 7 basin states, Arizona, California, Colorado, Nevada, New Mexico, Utah and Wyoming, that depend on water from this reservoir to work on conservation agreements, explained Hendricks. Also, we are working on methodologies to conserve water or keep protection level volumes of water in the reservoir, he said, so we don't have to go into really significant cuts with our water supply. Why can't they just fill Lake Mead with more water if it's man-made? That's a little difficult, said Hendricks. We are about 300 or 400 miles from the Pacific Ocean. We're getting to the point where we're exploring a lot of different options like cloud seeding, conservation agreements and desalination of water. What you can do at home is try to conserve water as much as possible. Every little drop counts. We're not able to produce hydropower below about 950 feet, Hendricks said. We still got around 1,000 feet of pool elevation level where we can generate hydropower. Still, we need consecutive wetter years to see a change. Lake Mead is producing 1/3 less energy than the reservoir could produce if it was full. As more and more people head out to the lake, low water levels are a concern for many. Particularly boaters. This year the biggest impact is going to be the launching, said Lake Mead Public Affairs Specialist Chelsea Kennedy. Here at the lake, it is mostly going to be on pipe mat and there are going to be short-term closures as the water goes higher and lower for us to change the pipe mat. Pipe mat is the plan for low water heading into 2022 for recreation access. Lake Mead Recreation is committed to spending $5 million on maintaining recreation access this year and $12 million next year. Closures at the lake aren't expected to last for too long. You can check Lake Mead's recreation website for constant updates.